Today we're going to read a book called Let's Measure It. Have y'all ever measured anything before?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
No.
I haven't.
You haven't?
I
You
haven't.
haven't? You have?
I've read.
What have you measured?
I've only measured
In the
stick.
classroom when we did
rock.
a math.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all say you haven't measured anything. Have you watched somebody ever measure anything?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What about your dad?
No.
Yes.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Because he works outside.
Okay, so have you ever used one of these before? A ruler?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do y'all know what it is?
No.
To measure stuff. Like to measure this.
Yeah.
How long is that?
Inches. And centimeters.
So I'll tell you a little bit about the ruler. So the ruler is a tool to measure objects. Okay. So we have on here, we have inches.
Yeah,
You see that at the
inches
very
and
top?
centimeters.
And then centimeters at the bottom. That's perfect. So do you think the inches is bigger or the centimeters is bigger? Which one's bigger?
The inches.
The inches, that's right. So the centimeter is going to be a smaller way to measure things, okay? But today we're going to focus on the inches, okay? So just focus on the inches when
So
we're
this is-
doing-
I have a question though. If I were to measure this book and I was look at my rulers, and should I start it right here to measure in inches?
No.
Or should I start it right here?
Right there.
Why?
Because then it'll
see it, Alan?
be equal.
Where does it have to
It'll
start?
be at the right amount.
Where does it have to start? Yeah, well, Anthony said add a 0. So how many inches does this book be?
9. About
9.
9.
Yeah, that's perfect.
About 9.
Good job.
9 what?
Inches.
Inches, that's great. And then if you did this paper, where do you start at?
0.
0. Great. And then how many is this?
8 and a, no, 8 and a half.
8 and a half.
Yeah,
Good.
that's right. Good job. All right, so now that we've kind of looked at inches, you could. Now that we've kind of looked at inches, we're gonna watch this YouTube video about that tells you more specifics about it. Okay, before we do our activity. Is that okay? Okay.
Okay,
You
you ready?
Yeah.
I wanted to figure out the length of my pencil. I tried to measure correctly, but I kept getting different answers. Let me show you what I did. My first try, I got 6 inches.
Can you put that to the side?
Do you see something wrong? My second try, I got 8 inches. Do you see something wrong?
I do.
So what was wrong with it?
Learn to measure
She didn't start from the 0.
measure.
She didn't do what?
She didn't start from the 0.
I wanted to figure out the length of my pencil.
From the 1. So why shouldn't we start from the 1?
Because then it won't be the right answer.
It gives us a whole extra inch.
I know.
Yeah.
15 inches?
So what was wrong with that?
She did it by
You did it
centimeters.
by centimeters. That's right. Because we're only doing inches.
What's a unit? Do we know what a unit is?
A unit
No.
is a full inch.
A full inch or a full, what else do we have?
A 4.
What's the other unit on here?
4 centimeters.
Centimeters.
Yeah, so usually we measure in inches or centimeters when you use a ruler.
Why do
Okay?
you look different?
Me?
What's their title?
Let's measure it.
So what do you think this book is going to be about?
We're gonna
Measure
measure
it.
stuff.
Measuring?
Measure stuff.
Maybe. We might
Okay.
measure a
With
fish.
the inch worm. We're gonna measure
All right, let me
Okay,
take those
let's
rulers
see.
while we're reading so we can focus, okay?
tell. This is
You read the first page.
the fish in
Oh,
the bowl
Anthony?
is 1 inch long.
Anthony? She said Alan. Alan, go ahead.
No, just read this one again.
The fish in the bowl is 1 inch long.
So you can see that. Yeah. Okay, Anthony, you can go.
What else is 1 inch? Let's measure.
Let's measure.
So look, they're going to measure all of these other objects too. All right, Ivan, go ahead. Make sure we do it right here so everyone can see.
A fish in a tail is 2 inches long.
So you can see they measured that right there. All right, Alan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's
Anthony,
10.
sit back.
What else is 2 inches? Let's measure.
So that was 2 inches. Maybe those.
So
can be
on
2
every
inches.
page, I think they might say let's measure. So let's all say it together.
Let's measure.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, Anthony.
The fish in the aquarium is 3 inches long.
That was a hard word.
Oh,
Good job.
No, it's not. It's easy.
Ivan.
Oh.
We're getting smart.
All right, Ivan. go
What
ahead.
else is 3 inches long in let's measure?
Ready? Say it together.
Let's
measure.
Feather, mushroom,
So do you see the?
ducky.
It went from 1 inch to 2 inch to 3 inches.
My zebra is 4 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Else is 4 inches.
Ready?
Let's measure.
The fish in the lake is 5 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
What else is 5 inches?
I wonder what the next page would say.
Anthony?
The fish in the ocean is 6 inches long.
Big. Ivan?
What else is 6 inches? Let's measure everything.
Look.
Let's measure everything.
All right, Anthony, last page.
Can you measure a friend?
A friend?
What would be probably the best way to measure a friend? Do you think,
Ruler.
is there any other tools we can use? Because rulers,
Anthony?
One of those
Anthony.
things that look like a circle and they can you can get them out.
yeah, a tape
Yeah,
measure.
a tape measure. So it's basically it's a longer version of a ruler that extends way far.
My dad has like 2 or 3.
Oh, your name and the date on your paper.
What's the date?
It's
It is the
23.
23.
Who wants to read us our directions?
Going to objects and measure the length.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to include the unit.
Example.
Use
Example.
example.
Can I read?
Inches or centimeters.
So what, Anthony, I think you were able to tell me what a unit was earlier. Remember we had 2 units on our ruler?
Look, a unit.
I know, but I think Anthony has the answer. Remember, when we looked at a ruler, there's 2 units. There was this one, which is what?
Centimeters.
And centimeters, okay.
That's right.
So, Anthony, what's the first one that we're
What's
trying to
number?
measure?
A
Marker.
marker.
Okay.
Make sure.
We're gonna do inches.
A marker.
There is that.
Can I get the purple marker?
All right. Who has a marker? Everyone have a marker?
We're doing inches.
Yes.
Yes,
So
everything
That
in
is
inches.
5.5. 5.5.
Do we all agree?
let's
Yes.
see.
Yeah, 5.
All right. Let me and Miss Taylor check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
5.5. Okay. So
Oh.
write that down on your on the
5.
blank right under marker. Okay.
0.5 or 5 and then a half.
So if you ever get an object that has a half, you would put the point. You would put the 5. So in this case, 5, and then point. And then 5.
He's got point.
How do we label this though? What do we have to put at the end?
We need a book.
What is the unit that we measured it in?
A boot.
Inches or centimeters?
Inches.
So we
Inches.
can
So we
just
put
write
5.5
I in.
inches.
5.5 inch.
So write it just like Miss Taylor did right here.
5.5.
Mhm.
Then
And
for
then put
centimeters,
inches,
put
I in.
13 and a half.
We're not
We're
doing
not
that
doing
right now. though.
centimeters.
Maybe next time we can. Ivan, so write
5.5.
write inches right here, just like Miss Taylor did right here on your paper. That's perfect. All right, Anthony, you show me how to measure the book. Okay. To show everyone how you would measure the book in whatever unit we're using.
Yeah.
Does that start at 0?
8.5.
No, it's
9. It's
Let's look at it together. Do you
9.
think it's at the 8.5 or do you think it's the 9?
9. 9 and a half.
It's 9 and a half. 9 and a half.
Look, show us why you think
Can I
it's
use the
8.5.
marker?
Because it's not yet at the 9. But still, it's 9. Look,
No, it's
remember,
It's a, get a closer look.
but you this is and a half.
Okay, sit back, sit back.
Okay, get a closer look. We're gonna all sit back. The
Oh,
end of that book,
it is 9.
it
It
gets
is
right
9.
to it.
All right, so go ahead and write 9.
Told you. Guys, y'all can't even hear it.
All right, right 9
Nah.
inches.
Go ahead and write 9 and then
This pencil's weird.
there you go. There you go.
Okay, where's that little block I had?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's right here.
9.
All right, Ivan. Come on, tell me what number 3
Inches.
says. What do we?
Dice.
We don't have a dice,
dime.
but can we?
Use a charger.
Yep.
It's
Let's
pretty
just do
similar.
just
So let's,
the white part.
yeah, one side of it, okay? Anthony, sit down.
1 inch. Okay, do you want to pass it down and see if everyone agrees?
All right, go ahead and try
Ivan
that.
says
Alan.
1 inch.
You want to make that easier for you and turn it this way? There you
Just
go.
the white part.
Just the white part.
That's That's perfect.
1 inch.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's right. Right at the
All
0.
right.
There you
We
go.
all got 1 inch.
All right, Anthony, you
Boom.
want to try?
Where's my?
This is the
You wanna try?
pencil's 5.5.
You see it though? You see how it was 1 inch?
It isn't one.
Okay, so our pencils, the erasers might give us a little bit different answers, but we're gonna round. Do we know what rounding
Right,
means?
No.
Or to say about.
Oh, I know how to round up those horses.
There you go.
So if it's not
Anthony,
quite at 1,
Anthony.
but it's almost there, can we just say it's 1 inch today? Improvise for a desk?
What's an improvise?
Improvise means put something else for the desk.
Yep, good job. What about we do our papers instead then?
Yeah. So
That
let's
work?
measure our papers.
That works. Yeah, we can do that.
What do you think,
Okay,
Anthony?
I'm a mega buck.
Do you want to measure our papers instead because we don't have a desk?
Yeah, let's go ahead and measure this
Okay.
this long side of our paper right here.
It's like it's gonna cover the 11 inches.
So make sure you.
Oh, look, it sounds like we're all agreeing.
What do you think, Anthony? If you start right at the
Chair.
0, remember?
We don't
So
have a
right
chair.
there.
Yeah, let's improvise for a chair. Can we measure that chair? Yeah, that one.
What do you think?
No, no, just go over there and measure it. But, well,
We're gonna measure the computer.
Maybe. Go ahead and write down what you think your paper is right here, okay?
11.
Okay, write that down. Good job, write that down.
do you want to go join them over there, Anthony, and measure that chair they found? Make sure they're measuring it right. What's a tool around us that we use as a clock? An iPad. I agree. So do you want to measure an iPad?
Anthony? You want to look and see, Anthony? Let's all see.
It's about what though?
9.5.
Yeah, it's right there. It's a little bit longer than 9.5.
10.
It's 10 to 10. No, it's 10.
If you have to round up from 9.5.
9.
It's 9.5?
About 9.
Anthony, sit down.
I think
About 10.
Whoa, I think I heard Miss Kaylee about to tell us something.
So,
About 10.
that's what I was going to say.
Anthony's been eager to measure this computer, so we're gonna let him show us how to do it, okay?
How long do you think it is then?
12?
About 12.
About 12.
About
That's right. I think so. It was
Where's
10 inches.
lunchbox?
We don't have one, but y'all can do the napkin dispenser maybe.
Yeah.
But make sure y'all do it the same way. Each of you go the same way.
10.
Okay, awesome. So sit down and wait for them to be done, and we can all talk about it. Anthony, come sit back.
It was about 10.
Okay, come sit down and we'll all talk about it, okay?
10. It was about 10.
All right, so can we all agree that's about 10?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and write that down right there. All right, so we have one more to go.
Which is what?
One more.
That's my blue. That's yours.
Okay, let's do
Where's it
right
dirty?
here. So we might have to use 2.
Okay.
So you put yours down.
13.
Line up the zeros.
4.
Ivan,
Anthony, look and see what they're doing.
line up the zeros. Okay, so we got 12, 13,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
about
18.
About 18. Wow.
About 18.
That was our biggest object we measured yet.
What are some things that we could measure? Why would it be important? What can we measure in real life that we needed to know?
Anthony, sit.
Clock.
Yeah, you need to
Your
know how
shoe?
big your shoe size is.
Your shoe, a clock.
My hair.
What else would we have to measure in our real lives? Like, what's something we might want to build in our house?
A tool. A house.
We can measure a house.
This is about 8 inches. My shoe is about 8 inches.
Good job, Anthony. Good job.
Yeah.